Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Stephanie. My name is Stephanie Buckland, and I am your host for this podcast. And I'm so excited to be interviewing my friend and colleague, Laura Foster, today. Thank you so much for joining me, Laura.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
So I hear that you have a business called Souls Healing Humanity, which completely resonates with me and what I am up to in the world. I am so excited to have this conversation with you, Laura. Can you give us an introduction of what you're up to, what kind of magic you're creating?
Absolutely. I am here. My mission is to help heal humanity with love and compassion. And I am not alone. I have surrendered to the universe. I've done the work. I am very different than most life coaches and gurus and things out there. I view things much differently. And I am just excited to continue to bring what has been gifted to me from the universe is something called holistic scaffolding, and we'll talk about that later. But basically, it's going to help people shed their bullshit programming and conditioning and come into alignment with their true self. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love it. So you wrote a book. Tell us a
I
little bit about the book.
I did. It is called Fed Up, Not Fucked Up. Yes. Oh, as humans, we have been so programmed to stay in our box. And I lived for decades, Stephanie, thinking I was fucked up. Fucked up. But we are not. It is the result of our programming. And some of us get to the point where we're really fed up. We realize we're fed up. We're not fucked up. And the book actually helps people with the technology of holistic scaffolding so they can have that and shed their own bullshit programming and conditioning. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So where did this all begin? It sounds like you've had quite a journey.
I have, as we all have as humans. So I'm not alone. But basically, I had a few different awakenings, and I talk about it in the book and in the online course as well. But my physical and mental, emotional, it was in such a terrible state. I spent the majority of my adulthood weighing about 260 pounds. I was programmed to think, okay, my family's all obese. They all have diabetes. I was on 5 different medications, CPAP machine, had type 2 diabetes. And basically, I woke up. I looked at my parents. They declined and subsequently passed away at a very young age, living the same lifestyle I was choosing to live. But fortunately, I woke up. I woke up in a big way. And I know there's others out there. This is my mission, to draw them in and to love them. And I want them to know you're not alone and you're not fucked up. If I can do this, and I am now med free, and I'm not telling you that to brag, but if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said you're healing humanity with love and compassion, I thought, oh my God, you're like my soul sister. Because when I was 23, I asked the universe for my purpose. And the message I got is you're here for love. And I spent the better part of the next 20 years trying to figure out, what does that mean? Should I love myself more? Should I love the world? Should I love everything? Should I love everyone around me? Like, what does this mean? And it wasn't until my 30s when I got the second purpose, which was you're a catalyst for change. Oh, okay, love and being a catalyst. I am a love warrior. I fight for love. I am love.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big one. I am love. Oh, wow. If I am love, right, then what does that mean for the world? It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So important. So let's talk a little bit about holistic scaffolding. So what is this? How does it work? And how can we express this to our listeners?
A great analogy to use is think about Michelangelo's David, that beautiful, beautiful sculpture that's in Florence, Italy. David is our true self. Okay. It is the spirit, the wise ass motherfucker, your intuition. I don't care what you have, what you call it. It's there, whether you believe it or not. And our human bullshit programming that we've all been through, that's the granite in the encasement that is like, just, it's solid. Holistic scaffolding is kind of it's a framework, it's a technology. There are 6 platforms to it. And there's also an infinity loop in it because it's not linear. You're not like climbing up. The first platform is awareness. You cannot change what you do not see. So you start on awareness and you progress on the platforms, but think of it as chutes and ladders. You're not just going up. You're going to be going up and then down to this one. And I mean, you're in, but you learn that framework. And as you climb, then you have what I call wisdom nuggets and wisdom wands. Those are your chisels. Those are your tools. A lot of them are ancient practices like yoga nidra and breath work, ecstatic dance, things that our ancestors knew worked. But now we're coming back around to them. It's like, oh yeah, we really need this shit. But those are the tools that are going to help you shed that. But you need all 6 platforms to get there. So
Okay. So you dive into this not only in the book, but you created an online course, right?
I did, and it is massive. It is 22 lessons. They're about 15, 20 minutes, and it's all self-paced, but it will get you there. It will get you to your true self.
Awesome.
And it's, like I said, it's self-paced. I say a lot, and people in my community hear me say it. I am not your next fucking guru. It's not. I have no desire to be a guru. Facebook likes and community. Yes, I'm here for my community, but I could give a rat's ass about how many likes I have or followers. It does not matter. What's important is that I'm bringing this to the people that are ready, because then you have that holistic scaffolding and your wisdom wands and tools for the rest of your life. You're going to create a life you love, not based on somebody else's program. Now, I'm not trying to be negative. It's okay. I've followed other people, but that's their program. What people need right now, you need to follow your own true self. And that's the frustration that humans are under, because we're still so encased in our bullshit programming and conditioning. A lot of people don't even know their true self right now, and that's okay.
Everything is perfect exactly how it is, right?
Yes.
Wow, I'm gonna have to cut that part out. I
That's
have a frog in my throat. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. So you mentioned that you have some free stuff.
I do. I have lots of free resources. One is a Take Back Your Power workbook, and it's 5 like really impactful lessons that walk people through starting to get in touch with their true self. And I also teach them in this little workbook creating their own quit shit list, which is a lot of fun, because what I have found in my own personal journey and in my community is that we think that the cup runneth over is a good thing. Again, it's bullshit programming. When your cup is so full, you don't have time for anything else in your life. You are doing so much shit for everybody else. You put your needs on the back burner. I mean, hell, you ain't even on the same stove sometimes. It's just ridiculous. So we've got to start, and this is a good starting place for some people, creating your quit shit list. What are you going to quit doing so you can empty out that vessel a little bit, so you can put yourself first. So
that's
yeah.
awesome. Well, all of those links will be available in the description, and that's on the YouTube channel as well as the podcast channel. So people will have access to those.
If I can just mention, there is one more other really powerful resource that is free that I want them to have. And it's a create your own bullshit bag. It's a mini course. There are 5 little 3 to 5 minute video lessons that I drop directly to your inbox, but basically helping people identify the bullshit that they're telling themselves about their physical appearance, their emotional state, their spiritual state, and trying to identify that. And then a really cool little strategy to help deal with some of that bullshit.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I mean, yeah, those would be the 2 main ones. There's other ones that I've put out there, but those are the 2 main ones.
Awesome. I'm totally going to download these. This is so cool. Okay, wonderful. So do you have any final thoughts, any ideas or inspiration that you'd like to share with our audience?
I just want them to know that they're just not alone. They're not alone in this. We are all in this together. I intuitively know that by shedding the bullshit programming and conditioning and coming to our true self, which is love, which is what you're all about, Stephanie, we are all love underneath all of that. And while there be people that learn holistic scaffolding and use it, I always want people do the work wherever whatever resonates with you right now, go find that. Because I know until we all settle in and do our own work and quit blaming others, this is our way out. Settle in, do all our own work. What I'm doing is beyond religion. It is beyond politics. It is universal love. That is what we are. But we have to get to that. So yeah. So I'm like, get to it however you want to get to it. So
beautiful. Awesome. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate everything that you're doing in this world. You are such a light, and
you as well.
Thank you so much.
It's been an honor. Thank you.
Yay. Awesome.
Off camera? Are we off now?